praying in
really?
Spanish?
Yeah. If God wanted us to fly, He would have given us wings. Yeah. So
How can
just
you
know,
say shit like
just
that with
know,
a straight face?
when you fly, you defy God.
Wow, really?
That is the.
Okay, so what do you think is the root cause then, Edgar? Obviously, it's not this man's
He's
like.
Catholic. They don't believe in psychology.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
Say?
Psychology.
I don't.
First part?
He's
Catholic.
Catholic.
Oh,
Catholicism.
never mind. That's okay.
Never mind. Go back to church.
And we're back. So joining today on this panel, that originally scheduled panel, we have the internet sensation, Patty.
Hello, everyone. I'm sorry I was late.
It's fine. I'm glad. Well, at least
I like how you turned right to the camera.
I'm no longer gonna be talking apparently. So
well,
He's not that
Edgar,
interesting.
Remember, if you have anything interesting to say, just remember to swivel your mouth.
I don't have anything interesting to say, and I'm not as fascinating as Patty. She's got a following. I don't.
I have a following.
You know what? Yeah. Well, you have very people on the comments are like saying nice things. Remember?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that one time.
He's like, yeah, bring Patty back.
Nothing to do with the video you had, is it?
No, it was before
Are you sure?
It was before the video.
sure?
Yeah.
It was before the video. The tits don't get that much like. Come on. All right, go ahead.
But
start.
but whenever you walked in,
But I
you're
do
gonna
notice-
like go in there shaking your ass. And everything.
I do know this guy who does calendars. If you're ever interested.
Oh, okay, awesome. Yes, okay.
All right, here we go. So, topics. Let's begin. Eric, start the show off. What's your topic?
Airplane security. Is it too much?
TSA. Okay.
No. Like on the airport. I'm sorry, on the airplane
With the fire, like the marshals and shit. Like,
with a recent pilot
Oh yeah, the guy who killed
that committed suicide.
No, it's too soon.
How is it too soon?
Do we have to talk about that? I mean, it's just like
That's
Yes.
I like
Yes.
how, I like how you see. I'm not gonna talk, but then you like grab the mic.
Our
and-
job,
do we
our
have
job
to?
is to not look away.
I'll look away.
Are you serious?
Yes.
So I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Give film.
Are you serious?
I don't know.
For real?
I'm not up to date.
Okay.
so.
Well, I'll.
Well,
Give
because
me
it's
the-
not
give
on
me the logo.
MTV,
Well,
so you know he doesn't know about it.
Well, the gist of
How
it
can you have a
is.
show? You gotta be at least tuned into the
Don't
news.
interrupt. Like.
Yeah, you should be into the news. I mean,
should
come
be.
on.
Okay,
I mean,
fine, I'll be
No
better.
wonder you come up with crappy topics all the time.
Yeah.
You know what? The show's over.
What is Beyonce's favorite dress?
Oh well, you know.
Yeah, that's something more for you. Well, anyways,
Hey, don't mess with Queen Bee, okay?
don't disrespect the host. I made you. I'm the fucking producer. I can edit you out.
It's
I'm
true.
sure you can. I'm sure you can. But anyways, okay.
It's real, by the way.
Who has the most details? Cause I only have like over.
All I know it's that it's
Overview.
some German guy
Okay.
that like
Hated
crashed
France.
apparently and
The Alps part. Fuck those Alps. Mountains.
anyway, so he just killed what, like 150 people, and he did it
just
on
about.
purpose.
Yeah, he did it on purpose. He committed suicide because he was going through depression because his girlfriend.
Then you know whose fault it was? That damn woman.
Right.
So the
Honestly, I don't get out of bed.
I was gonna say cunt, but then I decided not to.
the
I'm
problem
sorry.
was that the captain walked out of the cockpit, and when he did, he locked the door. Well, it's automatic lock.
Yeah, but there was a manual.
You can bypass it with the keypad that's out there, but if there's a person inside the cockpit, they can push a button and disable the keypad. So
Oh,
then
so what
nobody was
he,
able to
like-
get in. So he crashed the plane into the
Was he a
Alps.
co-pilot?
He was a co-pilot.
Oh my god.
You know what? I think I remember seeing that like on CNN and shit. Now that I think about it. And
He's
it was
all
like, and then the guy
Oh,
was like,
that 30
all
minute
over the news.
special.
there was a headline. There was a headline where like the company president or something like that said like the co-pilot was fit to fly or something like that or whatever.
He
They were
only
trying
had-
to do damage.
Oh,
control.
well, obviously not.
They were doing damage. They were trying to do damage control. I remember that on the.
Apparently,
Oh,
he
that
only had
5-hour
about.
special that they
yeah.
had on
You know what, how you
CNN?
can control that damage? Declaring bankruptcy.
Damn, man. Gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want a pound of flesh, you can pick the bones. Fuck
Well,
you.
what airline was it?
Goddamn.
though?
I don't know, some
I'm gonna
UK
just
airline.
fucking get some Google. Up
Yeah,
on
let's
this
let's put
Just
more
put airplane, it's gonna be
bad
like the
publicity
first
on
20
them. What's
links.
the name of that airline?
Continue selling for time while I look that up.
So what is it that they've added on the airplane? Like, is it all the airplane like security, or just
thought-
like that specific airline?
No, I'm pretty sure it's all the airplanes that
Okay,
have
so
that.
what are they doing now that's more intense?
I haven't heard anything about it.
Well, maybe psychological evaluation of their pilots would be better.
Well, you have to think about like the amount of money that's going to take the company. So, I mean, in all honesty, like putting all your pilots through that, like, I don't know, psychological like assessment
They already
of
do
them.
whenever they're hired.
They
Okay,
always
yeah,
do
what
that,
they
yeah.
do when they hire them, right? It's
Yeah.
really not profitable. So you kill 150 people, you'll bounce back.
You know what? It's more profitable then not having an airline.
Well, actually,
So if this changes things, everyone's gonna have to change.
well, here's the thing though. I actually did see the CNN special because I was at the gym and we have like whatever.
Yeah, you're working out, just pumping iron,
Whatever.
Getting
The
the
point is,
feeling that burn.
Body on fleek.
back to the topic.
It's Germanwings. Germanwings is the name
Back
of
to the
airline.
topic. There was a guy saying
like a
there is a
buffalo
psych
wing.
evaluation every 6 months.
Sorry.
There's an evaluation every 6 months, but the guy who's an attorney for airlines and pilots in general said the pilots have a very high incentive to lie and to be deemed fit because any small thing that goes wrong with them, they will not fly the airplane because they are handling the lives of nearly 200 people.
That's true.
So any small thing, sorry, you can't fly, and we're not going to pay you because you can't keep a well-fit body, a well-maintained mind. So they have a lot of incentive to lie to be able to fly, even if not well, to be able to get paid to feed their family. So it's just like, you know,
It's
there's no real.
So people are gonna die.
This hopefully. Dios quiera was like a rare exception, which shan't be repeated. Really?
You know,
Flying in
really?
Spanish?
Yeah. If God wanted us to fly, He would have given us wings. Yeah. So
I think
just
you
know,
say shit like
just
that with a
know,
straight face.
when you fly, you defy God.
Wow, really?
that is the.
Okay, so what do you think is the root cause then, Edgar? Obviously, it's not this man's
He's
like.
Catholic. They don't believe in psychology.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
Psychology.
I don't.
First part?
He's
Catholic.
Catholic.
Oh,
Catholicism.
never mind. That's okay.
Never mind. Go back to church. No.
It is Sunday, or
Yeah.
what
Why
are
aren't you
doing?
in
I
church?
finished 2 masses and I had a retreat I just came from, so I have gotten my fill of the Lord. It's Palm Sunday, by the way, where whatever. Let's go back to the topic. Let's go back to the topic.
No,
I'm sure.
what is Palm Sunday? I don't
I
know
thought
what
you were
that
going
is.
to church more, Patty.
I tried.
Mike.
I'm gonna.
Mike.
I tried. I'm gonna go. Maybe next month sometime. I found a church
Maybe
I like.
next month. You know, a couple
We
years
have-
from now.
I'm not a Catholic. I'm sorry.
We have mass
I believe in
Thursday,
birth control.
Holy
I am
Thursday,
not a
Good Friday, and Easter Saturday vigil. I can take it with me. I took Thursday off. I took Friday off. I'm gonna go.
Okay, come on now. Let's keep
Okay.
it moving.
So
Let's keep
go
it
ahead,
moving.
continue.
So-
Okay, did
so
you
let
get
me-
more
let me reply
information
to
on
what
that,
he
Luis?
said.
Well, I mean,
on.
apparently there's some. They're
Maybe
trying
not.
to go over the black box. Obviously, that's what I
Well, they
was
got the
reading
black
on.
box. They
Right.
heard the co-pilot breathing, so he was conscious, and you could hear the pilot like banging on the door trying to get in.
Damn.
Well,
And then there was this is basically an aftermath article talking about the questions that it's raising
Pass my tablet.
about the fitness of the pilot and all that stuff. It's not so much really giving me the lowdown of what happened, but I do know it's Germanwings, so it's a European airline. There you go.
Yeah,
So not our problem.
French Alps.
Not our problem.
But
yeah.
the Europeans.
It's not American Airlines, so who gives a shit?
Yeah, unless in Germany was invading France.
Dun
Not
dun
our
dun
problem.
dun. Foreshadow. I don't know.
No, it's like world history, but whatever.
What I was talking about,
Foreshadowing
like
the future.
I know, as in you're saying that, and then you're all
Yeah.
like,
Maybe.
yeah,
You
exactly.
mean implying?
Whatever. Yes.
Foreshadowing, implying.
Completely different things. My apologies.
Different
I'm sorry.
animals, man.
I is stupid.
Yeah.
All right.
Um,
So
why are you here?
I don't know. Sometimes I ask myself the same question.
What was I saying? I was going to say something about. You know what though? Airline pilots. Do you think we pay them too much?
We don't pay them
we don't
enough.
pay
We don't
enough.
pay them enough.
These guys.
The food stamp.
You're like laughing. You're like, yeah.
Some of them have to be like on food stamps and stuff and get assistance from the
But
government.
they've
Like
been-
that is
they've-
bullshit.
Yeah, a lot of people are bitching about that. Oh, pilots, it's so hard. It's so hard being a pilot. But
Are
have
you
you not seen
serious?
Catch Me If You Can?
Wait, apparently,
But
apparently.
Well, remember,
they-
you know the
wait,
movie
wait.
Flight with Denzel? He's all like freaking getting snorting coke before he takes
yeah,
off.
here's another thing.
Hey, Denzel
why,
does
why
no
don't
wrong,
you drug
okay?
test your pilots on a weekly basis? How about that? That would do. You know, whether or not someone is on a drug or coming off of a drug, which is very, I would say that's worse than being on a drug. That does shit to you.
Getting off,
Okay?
yeah.
Yeah,
fuck.
coming off of drugs, that fucks you up. So
Hard.
I think weekly drug tests should be a norm with pilots, airline pilots. If you're flying that week,
Are you willing to pay more money for your airline tickets for them to cover the cost of all the weekly drug tests?
whoa, how's that my problem? That's their problem.
they have to
They're
put
a
the cost
business
down.
competing for my money. I'm a customer.
okay, fine.
If I'm gonna go with the guy who gives it to me the way I want it, it's their problem. They have to figure it
Okay,
out.
but what I'm saying is, so okay, let's say for example, Southwest does this and American Airlines doesn't, but American Airlines tickets are cheaper than Southwest. Are you gonna really go to Southwest because they like drug test their pilots, or are you gonna be a cheap son of a bitch and go with American Airlines because you save $100?
Spirit
I'm gonna go
Airlines
with
all the way. Spirit Airlines.
Spirit Airlines.
all the
There you
fucking
go.
way.
Money talks.
Bullshit
so-
walks.
Bullshit walks. So if you want to see what
So
the
that that's not a legitimate
That's
solution for the problem.
no, the solution is that every airline is going to have to do it. So the prices are going to rise across the board. So the competition comes in where they can cut corners without jeopardizing safety,
So-
such as hiring a fucked up pilot who's depressed and will drive a plane into the Alps.
Fair. I guess
Okay?
the government
Maybe they
should go ahead and
have
make a
cut
law and do
corners
that.
in. Maybe they should have said, you know what, you seem a little damaged. I'm gonna get another pilot
You know
because
what
that
this
airplane's
reminds
really
me of?
expensive.
Breaking Bad,
Why?
You know what?
Oh,
where the air traffic controller crashed
make
those
any
two
sense.
planes
Yeah.
together.
It makes sense. So how do you suppose that we make these airlines do it? With laws?
Screening.
So should we make laws
Okay,
to make them do that?
regulations.
Regulations,
basically,
thank you.
Federal
Thank you.
regulations.
How do you screen for someone who has an important job? And I'm not saying being an
They say-
airline pilot and
Fingerprints.
fucking flying with
Background
hundreds of lives
checks.
in your hands is important. I'm not going to go that far. I'm going to say, let's say there's a guy who has a very important job and fucking lives depend on it. You screen that person, not
Okay.
as to how he is or who he is, but what he can put up with,
Okay.
what he can tolerate. If he can work in high stress scenarios and be functional, that's who you hire. Versus the guy who just happened to go through piloting school.
But then how do you know the difference?
rigorous training.
Okay.
Psych
And
evaluations.
screening. That's what they do in the military. And that's what they should do with companies.
The government should take over airlines.
no.
No, I
I'm
agree.
saying-
Whoa.
You're correct. You are so right.
That is not what I'm saying.
You are so right.
And here, this is why I'm going to prove you wrong right now. I'm going to prove you wrong. What I'm saying, what I'm going with this chain of thought, is that a company should screen more rigorously their employees. Because if you think it's responsible to give a man who is so far out of it that he couldn't have offed himself in the bathroom, covered in cherries. No,
We're going back to that podcast.
no, he couldn't have. He had to take all these bitches with him. That's the person. That's a weak-minded person. He's weak
people.
and he caved because of what? Some pussy?
Man, it
Pussy?
must have been the best pussy he's ever had.
That must have been some pretty good pussy. It cost the lives. People die because of pussy. So you need a man. You need a man who can resist the pussy. All right, not put the pussy on a pedestal, and fucking sacrifice lives for that pussy. No, you need a man who can stay.
If you haven't put your kids away,
I'm not saying
put 'em
that
away by now.
that I have the physical or mental requirements to be a pilot, but I would assume if I'm going to compete for that kind of a job and I have that kind of responsibility, multi-million-dollar, if not billion-dollar equipment, all right, and people's lives on a daily basis, I think I would be tested to my limit. And if
Okay.
my limit was subpar, don't hire me.
But then how do we make sure that it's happening? That's what my question is. How do we make sure that we get the best pilots, and how do we make sure that they're put through these things?
Okay, that works. See, let's say if you have a group of people
Oh
and you
my
put them
God.
through a test, usually a very small amount succeed and do well. If that amount of people is too big, you make the test harder.
Okay.
That way, very little people can, you're getting the cream off the top. Like if it were milk, you're getting the cream off of the top.
I know, I
You want
understand.
the cream. Okay, so even though there's a lot of milk and you need a lot of cream, you just have to go enough.
Can I
throw
ask why
enough
you use milk as a fucking analogy?
Because I'm trying to break this down. How is this hard? You need a rigorous training program to screen for valid
SEALs,
individuals.
like the
But
Navy
how do
SEALs.
we?
You think Air
Think of-
Force
think
or
of it like
Navy
a bar
pilots
test.
are easy to be pilots?
Okay,
No.
but I think she's
they get
asking-
screened out the ass. They get
How do we make sure that they're actually doing it?
I think she's asking, how do we force or make sure the airlines are doing this?
That's stupid. How do you make sure that the airplane is properly maintained? There are records. There are supervising agencies.
That's after the fact. though.
Such as
Was
what?
it the FAA?
And who controls them?
Oh God.
What?
I
don't know.
feel like I don't know where I'm going with this.
No, I mean like, okay, but who oversees that they're doing their job?
Are you like? Is this like a big
Who
brother
watches
thing?
the watch? Who watches the Watchmen?
Who watches the Watchmen? Oh no.
Okay, so fine. I sound stupid. I don't care. But like, what I'm asking is, who makes sure that these things, like,
We do.
okay,
Every person makes sure that government is
Doing its job.
Doing its job.
okay.
And if it's the government's job to make sure flight agencies where its citizens'
So
lives are
are
on
there
the line.
regulations that the
Yes.
government has upon the airlines
Well,
to make sure that
this is
these
how-
people are
All
freaking
right, I
adequate
think
to
I
ride
see
an
where you're going.
airplane?
There's a
Or flight.
Let's say for airlines, there's
Okay.
an agency that monitors to them.
Okay.
Okay. Make sure that they adhere to safety regulations through what are called inspections.
Okay.
Okay. And these
Thanks.
agencies are put into place by government authority.
Okay.
And the government is elected by the people.
Okay. All right.
And the
Awesome. So what
people
I'm saying
are
is,
you and me.
then the government should make regulations to make sure that the fucking pilots aren't gonna fucking drive the plane into the goddamn
exactly right.
fountains.
No. That's the agency's job.
No.
That's the agency's job.
No.
All right.
You think
Nice
Congress-
topic,
Let's
Eric.
move
Nice
on.
topic.
Let's move on.
You're a
Let's move on.
fucking idiot.
You're stupid.
I'm telling you that the government needs to be more involved.
Well, yeah, I agree. But for the government to be more involved, the people need to be more involved. And how do you motivate them? Riddle me that, motherfucker.
Fuck you.
You get Oprah. That's
Oh,
what you
thank
do.
you. Yes.
get
You get
Oprah.
Oprah. You get Oprah because some people like listen to her. It's amazing. I've seen it. She says something and then they do it.
It's like,
I
hey
don't-
guys, read this book, and then it just starts like selling.
Fuck
more.
you.
it's like, look.
Truth. That's how I read a million little pieces. And then what else did she? Oh, and then I had.
Oprah's
Wait, is
book
that
club.
the
Oprah's
candy
book-
one?
Yeah, the one that looks like candy, like the
Sprinkles.
Yeah, sprinkles.
I didn't read it because I'm not a sheep.
It was like,
So what animal are you?
He's a wolf.
I like to think of myself as a tortoise.
Oh my god.
Oh my God. All right,
no,
fine.
Like there are two. Was it there are two types of people in
One
this
of the
world.
turtle hermit. You mean
There
that?
are
Go
two.
ahead.
Hey, look, there are two
Yeah,
types
okay,
of people
okay.
in this world. There are sheep and shepherds. This motherfucker is a wolf.
Nice, very nice. So are we done jerking him off? Can we move on to the next topic?
Let's
You're
move on to
telling
the
me
next
you're getting
one.
me aroused right now.
Edgar, do you want to go next?
God. So
I thought
what do
you
we-
said
what do
you
we
had a
settle on?
topic.
What do we settle on?
That the government
It
needs to be
regulated.
involved.
There needs to be regulations. to
Better
make sure-
regulations, better screening of pilots. That's what I
Yeah.
would go for.
Yeah.
That's my 2
Beautiful.
cents.
There you go.
Boom, thrown at you. I'll
We're
throw those
definitely
in
going
the
to get
snow
called a lot of
in the
political
fucking
names
Alps.
after this because we're trying to say the government should get more involved.
Socialism. Yeah.
No, okay. Well, here's the thing. If there's an agency supervising it, which is put in place by the government, maybe they need to up their screening. Thank God this didn't happen in the U.S. Because then it would matter to me. It would matter a little bit more than it does now because I've never been to the Alps. I've never been to France, and I don't know any Germans, and Europe is
Yeah, we
always
do.
kind of fucked up. Wait, no, we don't know.
No,
Oh.
he's
German.
not German.
He's not German.
Oh, that's right.
He's Mexican. I don't know
Yeah,
what you're
he's-
talking
I
about.
don't know why I
He
thought that.
speaks German.
His last
His
name.
wife? Is his wife?
His wife is. I don't think it's.
Estonian?
Yeah,
British?
she's like middle, not Middle Eastern. It's.
We need to get back on top.
Yeah, but anyway. And Edgar, remember to.
I'll just send us some way.
Whoa! Now you're gonna have
No,
to
we
like
can't say his
censor his
name.
name.
Okay, fine, whatever. Anyways,